Why didn't the angel that wrestled Jacob want to reveal his name? Then Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. Then Jacob asked him and said, "Please tell me your name." But he said, "Why is it that you ask my name?" And he blessed him there. So Jacob named the place Peniel, for he said, "I have seen God face to face, yet my life has been preserved." Genesis chapter 32 verses 24, 29 to 30, NASB. The angel said to Jacob, "Why is it that you ask my name?" It's similar to saying, "You ninny, you know very well what my name is. Why must you ask?" Jacob knew. That's why he named the place Peniel, which means both face of God and presence of God. When we are before the face of someone, we are in their presence. The angel's name is Peniel. When Jacob wrestled with the angel, that event became a major turning point in his life. That was when Jacob became an overcomer. This happens to each of us when we have been wrestling with God through the long night of our spiritual life until daybreak, until the light of Christ dawns within our being so that we can at last begin to see Him clearly. Then we recognize that we have come into the manifest presence of God and have seen His face. That is when we, too, become overcomers. In the Bible, the word name can be symbolic for a nature. We know this because Jacob's name means supplanter, deceiver, and the scriptures record that Jacob was aptly named up until the time of this event. But when Jacob wrestled with the angel, a new course was set for him. He was given a new name, and thus a new nature, Israel, meaning God rules. From henceforth, Jacob would no longer be a deceiver, but he would put his faith in God to rule inwardly, and he would recognize the hand of God and the face, presence, of God in his life. When we have our own Peniel experience, we, like Jacob, come to understand that God is sovereign. We learn that our adversaries, enemies, are put there by God for a purpose. Will we exhibit animosity toward them, or will we overcome our fleshly tendencies and learn to forgive, treating all alike with respect and love? We are living in a time when God's people are being uniquely tested in this area. We must seek the face of the Lord to change us so that we may learn to judge equitably with love and forgiveness. We, like Jacob, must change so that we also qualify for the name, nature, Israel. This only happens when Jesus Christ rules within us absolutely. When we reach this state of being, it makes us the only true spiritual Israelites in the world. We are following Jacob's pattern. Angels carry messages or mandates. Peniel, as the angel of his presence or his face, conveys a unique, powerful spirit message coming from the Lord that changes us from glory to glory as we steadfastly look at Him. 2 Cor. 3:18. I believe Peniel is being activated in our time with the word of the Lord that changes all of God's people who have ears to hear into overcomers so that we are ready for the presence, parousia, often mistranslated, coming, of the Lord Jesus Christ at His return. God did say to Moses, "You cannot see my face, for no man can see me and live." Exodus chapter 33 verse 20, NASB. But God didn't finish the thought at that time. No, you can't see God's face, dwell in His fiery presence, and continue to live as you did previously. Little by little, your former life will pass away, die. You can no longer live like that, but you will continue to live as a new man, changed into His glorious likeness. Peniel didn't reveal his name to Jacob because he didn't need to. Jacob knew who he was. In our time, we, too, are coming to know this angel and his mandate. He is the one who is leading God's people into the fulfillment of the Feast of Tabernacles, where we inherit the promised land, our new bodies. Behold, I tell you a mystery. We will not all sleep, but we will all be changed. 1 Cor. 15:51. Those vessels of the Lord who are willing to stand in God's presence, before His face, to be cleansed in the fiery wind of His Spirit, are the ones who qualify for this experience. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you pressing the like button. This will grow our channel as we introduces more content.